Imagine just for a second walking right through those massive, gleaming glass doors, a majestic city. You feel that blast of cool air conditioning hit you, you're strolling down the bustling corridors of Havelock City Mall, looking around at the thousands of shoppers, and suddenly it hits you. You legally own a piece of this exact building. And the craziest part? You did it using literally just the spare cash you have in your pocket right now. Well, welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to share this with you today because we're breaking down a financial strategy that completely changes the game.
So can you buy a skyscraper today? I mean, you're probably shaking your head right now thinking, look, I don't have billions of LKR lying around. I don't have some massive institutional backing. So how on earth is that legally or financially possible? How can the average earner possibly stake a claim in a multi-billion LKR commercial hub right this very second? I want you to keep that question burning in your mind, because the answer we're going to uncover is going to completely shift your perspective on wealth creation.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The Real Estate Pipe Dream. For young professionals out there working incredibly hard to build long-term wealth, getting a foot in the door of prime city real estate, it often feels like a total pipe dream. I mean, traditional real estate requires massive upfront capital. We're talking about navigating crippling bank loans, carrying incredibly heavy debt, and spending literally decades trying to save hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of LAKR just to afford a standard down payment. It's exhausting. But there is a stock market backdoor. This is a completely accessible, highly strategic method of fractional micro-ownership that lets you start exactly where you are today. You can completely skip the massive debt.
Moving right along to Section 2, the secret market backdoor.
That secret backdoor is the Colombo Stock Exchange. Honestly, if you know how to look at it, it's essentially the most efficient, accessible real estate marketplace in the entire country. We're talking about Colombo's true crown jewels here, guys. Majestic City, Unity Plaza, Havelock City Mall. These massive, high-traffic commercial hubs generate immense value every single day. Now, before I explain exactly how you grab your piece of this pie, a really quick heads up. You'll definitely want to watch this explainer till the very end, because the way this strategy compounds over time is going to fundamentally change how you plan your retirement. The massive piece of the puzzle that so many people miss is that these exact iconic properties are owned and managed by public holding companies listed right on the CSE.
Which brings us to Section 3, the micro-ownership legal reality. Now, I can practically hear the doubting Thomas viewer out there right now saying, come on, paper shares aren't real estate. I can't touch a digital dividend the way I can touch a physical brick wall. If I buy a share, I'm not a real landlord. And hey, it's completely natural to have those doubts. But I want you to chew on this ironclad legal weight for a second. Technically and legally, even if you hold a single, solitary share, you become a legitimate part owner. That is not just some cute metaphor to make you feel good about investing. It is a legally binding reality. By purchasing shares in the listed companies that own these buildings, you are entitled to the exact same corporate privileges and proportional benefits as the major, multi-billion LKR institutional shareholders. A single share literally gives you legitimate landlord status over a mathematical fraction of that very property. No joke.
All right, Section 4, your dual-engine wealth vehicle.
Investing in these real estate-backed equities isn't just some fun novelty so you can brag to your friends that you own a piece of a mall. It is a highly strategic vehicle designed specifically to accelerate financial independence, especially for young professionals. Step 1 is consistent dividend yields. These property management firms take the actual rental incomes from their commercial tenants, the stores, the restaurants, the offices inside the buildings, and they distribute a portion directly back to you as dividends. You're basically collecting rent, but completely without the headache of fixing plumbing or chasing down late tenants. Then step 2 is exponential capital appreciation. Because, let's face it, they aren't making any more land in central Colombo. You passively capture explosive long-term growth as the city develops, and that space becomes scarcer and scarcer.
And finally, Section 5, the ultimate advantage.
time.
I really want to speak directly to the young professionals watching right now. You might not have billions of LKR today, and you might feel like you're starting from absolute zero. And you know what? That is perfectly fine. Because your absolute greatest asset in your entire investment portfolio right now is the luxury of time. Mentally fast forward 30 years into the future with me. Just imagine the inevitable, scarcity-driven price surge of prime Colombo real estate over the next 3 decades as the population grows and commerce explodes. By systematically building a portfolio of property-backed shares today, step by step, you create this massive snowball effect. Your investment tirelessly compounds right alongside the physical, concrete growth of the city itself. Decades of compounding returns, that is the true secret to building massive, unshakable wealth.
So to answer our open-loop question from the very beginning, yes, you absolutely can own a piece of a skyscraper like Havelock City Mall today. How? Legally and financially, you do it by simply opening a brokerage account and buying the ticker symbol of the company that owns it on the CSE. It truly is that accessible. Thank you all so much for dedicating your valuable time to this explainer today. I highly request you to revisit King's Academy for more deep dive knowledge just like this to keep sharpening your financial edge. And please let us know your opinion in the comments section below. As always, we read all posted comments and reply as soon as possible. The skyline is growing, guys, and the bus is leaving the station. So, will you be standing on the sidewalk, or will you own a piece of the road?